Hi guys, welcome back and I hope you're well. Today's video went down really well on my Instagram poll. I got a whole load of Georgia Asda makeup sent through and I asked you guys if you wanted to see a kind of full face and first impressions using that makeup. I think it was something like 90% of people said yes. So here it is. So if you're not from the UK and you're absolutely confused as to what Georgia Asda is basically like a supermarket. They sell food, they sell a bit of clothes, and now they sell beauty, and their own range is by George. Products are super cheap. So if you're intrigued and you want to see how good or how bad this Georgia Asda makeup is, then carry on watching. Let's just get straight into it. I'm excited to show you what I think. So let's go. So first up, I have this George Natural Lightweight Radiance Foundation. Oh, okay, it's coming out. I don't know what shade this is. It looks like it could be okay. I'm very pale, as you can see, so we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to pop this on. I'm just going to use my Real Techniques brush just to buff this in the skin. This to me kind of feels like a tinted moisturiser, but maybe with a little bit more coverage than a light one. I think I'm kind of liking it so far. Just going to pop a tiny bit more on. So colour wise, I actually think this is quite nice, but I can see on my hand that it has kind of oxidised a little bit. I think that's the right word, where it kind of warms up on the skin a tiny bit. So if you have got a slightly cooler tone, skin tone, then maybe kind of go for a shade lighter, I would suggest. But I like the way it's going on my skin. Kind of, you know, I wear a Laura Mercier tinted moisturiser every day. And to be honest, there's not much in it. This is quite a good, like, tinted moisturiser. Yeah, I actually really like this. It's kind of lifted my face a little bit. It's made me feel a little bit more awake, which is always what we want in a foundation. That is exactly what I'm always going for. I don't know about you guys. I couldn't find it on the website just yet because I think they've just relaunched, but I will, of course, pop the price on the screen in a minute so you guys know the exact price, but I don't think it's much more than £5, let's put it that way, which actually is amazing because, I mean, my Laura Mercier one is like £30 and this is pretty much just as good. So I'm going to do a little cheat here because I haven't actually got any concealer from the George collection. I'm just going to use one of my own ones already, and this is the collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. So I'm just going to literally pop a bit of concealer on just under my eyes. So next up, I'm going to powder with this George Satin Powder Loose Mineral Powder. How many times can a girl say powder? I actually really like powdering my foundation. I hate that kind of sticky feel that I get if I don't powder. I'm just going to kind of swirl it round and just kind of powder very lightly. That is like sorted out that kind of shine, but left a little bit of like that radiance glow, so loving that. This powder is £4. That is an absolute bargain. I really like this. I think it's like quite light, but it does the job. So all for £4 powders if they work. Next up, I have a 4-shade contour palette. This is a contour powder palette, and inside you've got a light contour, a highlight, a dark contour, and a bronzer. So that light contour looks very light though. So this palette is £6, which again, what a bargain. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on a brush, and I'm just going to literally, I'm not going to contour like really seriously because I'm not very good at that, but I'm just going to literally like use it as I would a bronzer, I guess. Just on my cheekbone, like so. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's showing up a lot more than I thought it would. I might have to blend that in a bit. Very lightly. I'm just going to do the same on the other cheek, but maybe not as much. As you can see though, the pigmentation on that is amazing. Just going to powder them down a bit just to blend them in. Okay, so next is blush, and this is £3. This is a really nice kind of smoky rose colour, which is actually what it's called, smoky rose, so very well described there. On the apples of my cheeks. Oh my god. Okay, that is very pigmented. Probably don't need as much as I've put on there. I actually really like this kind of rose colour. It's very uplifting. It's kind of like that healthy glow that you get. I am really impressed with that. It just proves that you don't need to spend hundreds of pounds on makeup, doesn't it? So next up is the product that I am most excited for, and this is the highlight. Like, look how pigmented this is. I am so excited to use this. So this is the Bronze Highlight Baked Bronzer. It's quite like sparkly. I'm just gonna blow some off because I don't want loads on. And then I'm just gonna apply it to my cheekbone. Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, it is quite dark. I'm going to put it on very lightly on this cheek. It's a bronzed highlight, so it is a little bit darker than what I'd normally go for. But like I said, you get a really light one in the contour palette anyway. But I just had to use this. It's actually better when you swipe your brush off a little bit, so you don't end up with loads and loads on. It's kind of a little bit more natural. But yeah, like, that has made my cheeks look really dewy. It's kind of put that shine back in that I took away from the powder. This would be amazing for summer as well. So this is in the shade Goddess, so maybe they do other shades as well. But yeah, definitely check this out next time you're doing your food shop. So next up, we have maybe eyebrows. Shall I do the eyebrows? So for the eyebrows, I've got this brow cream tamer. I don't really use these, normally I use a pencil, but we'll give it a go for the video. It comes with like a little brush in the top, and then it's a little pot of like brow cream, I guess. Okay, so you're zoomed in now. Let's go. Let's see what this is like. So I'm going to start on this brow. I feel like I need to like brush them through first though. Okay. I mean, it's not awful. I mean, I do have my brows quite natural though. I think if you're the kind of girl that has like really precise angled brows, maybe use a different brush. But the actual product, I mean, I actually quite like. I quite like it. I like how I can get like quite a straight line at the bottom, but then I can get it quite natural the rest of the way through. Actually quite impressed by this, guys. I'm just going to give them a quick brush through again, just to kind of brush through the cream a little bit. Maybe if it comes with a little brush, that would be quite handy, but you can buy these little spoolie things anyway, or just find them on the end of a pencil somewhere else. I actually quite like the shape it's given my brows. I feel like I've actually got more of a precise line underneath that I can get with pencil, so I'm shocked by that. But yeah, that is a little gem. So next up, I'm going to do eyeshadow, and I've got these little single packets of eyeshadows, and you can buy these palettes, and then you can fill it up. So I filled it up with these 4 colours that I'm going to use today. I'll leave a link below to all the colours and links and that jazz. The first one I'm going to use is this light shade just all over my lid, just to kind of give it a base to work on. So I'm just going to use a Real Techniques brush. Oh my god. I mean, that is pretty damn good. It's actually more pigmented than I thought. I put way too much on my brush. So this is like a really nice kind of cream shimmery shade, which I always think makes your eyes feel really lifted and bright. And I'm just going to blend that with my finger because, I mean, that's so pigmented. Look at that. And I'm going to go in with this matte light brown shade down here. So I'm just going to do that in the outer corner. Oh my god. Guys, look at that. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Just another one. This side. You literally hardly need to even touch your brush in these. I think the eyeshadows each are like £2. £2. Oh my god. But let's put a little bit of the dark one on as well. Just this one here. Just to see what it's like. These are so pigmented, it's amazing. Okay, so here I have a tiny brush. I'm just going to pop a little bit of the brown, the matte brown, under my eye as well. I mean, I'm amazed by this. Oh, I've smudged that a bit now. Okay, so next up, mascara. This one is called Wow Volume, and this is reduced to £3 at the moment. I think it's only £4 originally though. But I have this in black. Let's take a look at the brush. Okay, kind of like an oval shaped brush. I think it's a plastic brush. Yeah, plastic brush. I mean, you need a few coats of this, I would say, just to kind of really get a dramatic effect. But if you like a really kind of natural, and I've got makeup on mine, got mascara on my nose, Okay, so I would say it's not really a false lash effect mascara. It's more of a natural, like maybe I'd wear this during the day if I just didn't want much drama on my eyes kind of mascara. Okay, so I mean, you can definitely see I've got lashes on. And now I'm just going to pop on some eyeliner. I'm a bit weird, I have to do my mascara before my eyeliner. I've got two different versions here, I don't know which one to use. So I've got this Line and Define, which is more of a kind of nib, I guess. And then I've got a Precision eyeliner, which is more of a felt tip. So I think this one looks a little bit thicker. So maybe I'll go with the felt tip just because I'm more intrigued by this one. So I'm just going to pop, like, I'm going to do a very thin line. I'm not a pro at eyeliner at all, but I'm just going to try this and do a thin line. Like so. So on first impressions, it's not flexible at all. It is a felt tip pen basically, which kind of makes it a bit difficult if, like me, you're used to having something really flexible that kind of moves with your eye. Okay. So it's not very good over makeup. It's not very like black over makeup. This eye was fine, but this eye is really struggling to draw over the eyeshadow and the foundation. So I'm not sure on this. Probably not my favourite eyeliner I've ever used in my life. It's okay if you're looking for a cheap alternative, but I wouldn't go and pick this up again. Sorry, the eyeliner is not my favourite. I'm just going to finish it off with a lipstick. So I've got two colours here. I've got Smooch and Cloud 9. Cloud 9 is a really nice kind of nudie brown colour, which I really like, and then Smooch is a really kind of nice rosy pink colour. I think I might use this. These lipsticks are £4. They have quite a strong smell, quite vanilla-y, which I'm not overly keen on. I don't really like my lipsticks to have a smell. Kind of like them when they don't smell of anything, but we'll see what this applies like. Let's go. That is a nice colour. I really like this. It's matte, but then it's not like drying on your lips, so it's kind of like a matte, like dewy look. Really like the colour. It's a lot lighter than I thought. Feels really nice on my lips. £4. Really like that. So guys, that was my full face of George at ASDA makeup. I don't think anything here was over £6, which is amazing, and I'm super impressed. I think my favourite product from the collection that I've got was the matte lipstick. I really love this colour. I feel like for a matte lipstick as well, it's not very drying. It's really kind of buttery almost on the lips, and for £4 I feel like I now need every single shade. So yeah, really like the lipstick. My least favourite product was the eyeliner. I just didn't like this at all. I thought this was really stiff and hard to use, and the colour payoff wasn't that good. I feel like, especially on my eyes when I had the foundation and the eyeshadow, it kind of struggled to be black. It was kind of more of a grey colour. So yeah, I'm not sure on this. I probably wouldn't repurchase this. Of course, if you're interested in any of the products I've used today, I leave all the links down below in the description bar. So head on over to there where you can hopefully pick up all of these on the ASDA website, and I'll also leave all the prices down there as well, just so you can be reminded how cheap this range is. So guys, that is it from me until next weekend when I have another video for you. Thank you so much for watching, and if you feel like you might miss me, you can find me on all social media channels. They can be found down below in the down bar. I am active on them all because I am addicted to my phone. Thanks for watching guys, and have a lovely day. Bye.